What is up? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Dee Sitorumani and I make videos about motherhood, lifestyle and fitness. Today I'm reviewing this book. It is called Beach Read by Emily Henry. I think I read this book in March. Yeah, in March sometime. Let's get into this review. Okay, so before I get into this review, please don't judge my bookshelf. There's so much going on here, but I'm going to sort it out. Like over here, we've got like recipe books. Over there, we've got some vinyls. Up top there, we've got vinyls. Right over here, there's like business books and some of my new fiction books. But, and there's also down here, textbooks, and below is Zion's books. So I'm trying to build a library for Zion as well, and it's going really well. But I need to get rid of the textbooks. I want to sort my bookshelves out in terms of colors or maybe in terms of themes. I'm not sure, but I like how I see the booktokers do their bookshelves by colors. So we're gonna get into that. I'll actually do a vlog where I do that, and I also plan on doing vlogs where I go on a book date. So seeing as I'm a single mom, I'm gonna go on a book dates by myself, solo book dates every month, maybe buy a new book, get a coffee at an exclusive books, sit and read and be all cutesy. Yes, I feel like I'm living my best life. Yay. So anyways, let's get into this book, Beach Read by Emily Henry. So as you can see, I don't have the cover that everyone has. There's like a yellowish cover that everybody has. Let's go with the cover first of all. I don't like how this cover looks, but I bought it off of Loot. So it's not like I went into the bookstore and saw this cover. I was like, yeah, let's get it. I saw the yellow cover at Exclusive Books. Excuse me. I saw the yellow cover at Exclusive Books and I never bought it there because it was cheaper on Loot. This book was a BookTok recommendation. Girl in Pieces was a BookTok recommendation. Which other book did I read? No, Clara and the Sun was not a BookTok. It Ends With Us was a BookTok recommendation. It Ends With Us, brilliant. Girl in Pieces, chef's kiss. This, I really just don't know what the heck the hype is about. I was so pissed. First of all, I was pissed because this is a romance book. I don't really read romance. And now I'm a little bit skeptical because I've got the Spanish love deception and I'm like, I don't need romance in my life. Like, I hate men are trash, I don't have time for men, I don't need that. So I was just like gagging the whole time I was reading like the very romantic and like spicy parts. I was just like, I don't need this, I don't. Okay, so number one, the cover I'm not in love with. The font, when I opened it, I was like, oh my goodness, this font is tiny, how am I gonna get through this? How long the book is, it's not a long book, it's not a short book. It's actually the average amount like of pages that I usually read, because I don't like to read books over 400 pages. This one is 339, so it's fine, but it looks thick when you look at it. But I think it's also because of the size of it, like it's a small book. I hated it. I hated it. If you are on like, if you have my contact number and you see my WhatsApp statuses while reading this book, I was just like, no, the whole time. This was a terrible BookTok recommendation, and I know I've recommended it to some people because like the weather's gloomy right now and maybe you want to be in bed and you feel like, oh, lovey-dovey and whatever. This might be the book for you if you feel like a comfort read, but I don't find this comforting. This was not a comfort read for me. This pissed me off, and so I'm gonna give this like, I feel like 3 stars is a lot out of 5, so I'll give it 2.5 stars, like that. But basically the only thing I loved about this book was the main character's name. Her name is January and everybody calls her Janie, and I thought that was cute. Another thing I liked about it was that it touches on how people, you never really know someone, hey, because Janie's life, or Janie's dad, wasn't who she thought he was until he actually died, and then only afterwards did he find out that he had a mistress, and her mom knew about the mistress all along, and she was like, what the heck is going on, you know? But there's no substance, there were no, like, whenever I'm reading a book and there's like a quote that I feel like it stands out, I will like put it on my WhatsApp status and say it's from It Ends With Us, for example. There was none of that in here. There were so many in Clara and the Sun, so many in It Ends With Us, so many in Songbirds, and this, it fell flat on its face. I don't know why people hyped it up so much, because I mean, Entertainment Weekly says a breathless celebration, and this was a New York Times bestseller. You guys, are you kidding? Touching and heartfelt, Jasmine Gilroy. Sally Thorne says original, sparkling bright, and layered with feeling. This was not original. I also don't know why it was called Beach Read. Or is it because like January went and stayed at a beach house that her father owned while he was still alive, where he had this relationship with the mistress, and then so basically she goes away because she's got writer's block. January's a writer. She goes away, she's got writer's block. She goes to this beach house to find solitude and maybe answers about her father's, you know, second life, and then boom, finds out that the guy next door is her arch nemesis from high school. Is it high school or college? One of the two. And he's also a writer. She writes romance, he writes literary fiction, and they are gonna help each other out to come up with new novels, because her agent wants a new book, his agent wants a new book. Talking about it makes me want to cry, because I feel like I wasted time. No, I have nothing to say about this. If you want a comfort read, get the book. But if you don't want a comfort read, find something else. Find something else. There's so many books. Apparently her, what is it called? People We Meet on Vacation. That book is so much better than this one. And I saw it on Loot, where I order my books, and I thought, I'm not gonna order a book from Emily Henry because this one fell flat on its face. I don't know why BookTok goes crazy about it. It was just like, no, I didn't like it at all. I don't know why it's called Beach Read. I think I've said that, but this is it. This is the worst book review I've done. I feel like I'm just ranting and hating on it, but that's how I felt about this book. I thought I was not going to finish it. There's a book that I read last year that I never finished, and this is it. Because I just thought, this is not the book for me, and I felt the same about this one. And I think the only reason I finished it is to give you guys a review. But this one I just couldn't get myself to finish, and I don't know if I will ever get myself to finish it or read it. But yeah, now I'm a little bit wary of romance novels, because that was the first one I've read and it was just didn't hit the spot. Because I've been on my list of books, there's The Hating Game, there is, I don't know if One of Us Is Lying is a romance, I don't know, someone tell me about it. But I think I would much rather read the kind of books that I've been reading about the human condition, sort of Clara and the Sun-esque, Songbird-esque. But yeah, that's the book. Sorry. I'm glad I read it so that I can tell you don't buy it. Unless you want like a light-hearted, really no depth, really no substance type of book to read, and that's it. If you want more book recommendations or want to see more book reviews, please check the description box. I've got a few more in there, and I recently finished reading this one, so I'm going to be reviewing this one in about 2 weeks time, so keep an eye out. If you're not subscribed to my channel, make sure you subscribe. This book was absolutely phenomenal. Okay, so I went from reading this to this, and it made my heart so happy, and also so sore. Oh, so many emotions. But anyways, check the description box and click the icons above to check out my other book reviews, and make sure you subscribe. I cannot wait to see you in the next videos. Cool. Toodles.